Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Fallen London. Apparently it's Hallowmas right now. Wonderful. Currently stuck inside of the story, so we shall get this finished. In the last episode we went around Synthesis Point to go to all of the shops and the engineers and things, placing flowers in vases and setting signals and things, but this time we are going to follow the errand boy. The child has been lurking nearby ever since you left the signal for the agent here. Take your time, why don't you? The child is going so fast as to tap his foot. I have a game of chess to get back to. I should win in 3 moves. He beckons you down an alley between 2 dormitory buildings. Come on, come on. The boy darts around a building, then waits, whistling. For all his impatience and impudent tone, he is positively preening. He clearly relishes his role in this whole affair. The path he takes weaves and doubles back, but he's leading you towards the moorings assigned to ships on a short turnaround. Those berthed at the point for only a few hours. So we have 2 options here. We can disregard the remaining flowers. It seems you did not require the whole bunch to draw your contact's notice. Or we can pin the amethyst deceiver to your lapel. This is how you were instructed to proceed if you wished to use the captain's messenger rather than that of the princess. I want to try and save these 2 people. I don't like the captivating princess. Well, I do. I love her. She's one of my favourite characters, but the way that she acts and things is a little bit against how I expect. So I think I'm going to follow the brooding captain's messenger. The violet mushroom is of a particular shade that clashes well with, well, anything. Not even the captivating princess herself could make this look good. Not that it matters. The path the urchin leads you avoids all others. How is this supposed to draw the messenger's attention? One more turn, this time around what looks like the back of a brewery, and the boy announces that you have arrived before running off. He has taken you to the end of the docks. Here you are sheltered from prying eyes by a stack of crates marked Land, Hazen, Deutschland. You are at the meeting point. You summon the brooding captain's messenger. Standing by the pile of crates is a ship's captain. He meets your gaze, then checks his pocket watch. Beside him, gazing across the water of the loch, is a lady dressed entirely in lilac. She does not look up at your approach. The illustrated spinster and Mary walk down the dock to join you. The illustrated spinster opens the hat box she carries. You catch a glimpse of holly, white heather, bright orange ramina. She snaps the box shut. So, this is it. It's time, Captain. The spinster looks down at her skirts, makes a show of dusting them off. She does not look up. Goodbye. Wait! The spinster pauses, but Mary is lost for more to say. She looks desperately to you. So, we have a lot of options here. We can offer an alternative. The spinster won't trust a stranger with the princess's message, but you could offer to take it. She needn't know your onward arrangements. If you go with the prince's messenger, you will lose something. We can advise them both to go. This journey has been the most time they've spent with each other. They should not part now. And even if they risk their lives going to the surface, at least they do so together. Or we can say the spinster should go. If either of them are to survive the surface, it is she. She has the experience of her former profession and the wisdom of age. And she has at least lived. Mary is still young. Mary should go. The spinster is only part of the princess's machinations because of Mary. And besides, Mary has youth on her side. If anyone might survive the surface, it's her. So I'm only really interested in the top 2. I don't want to split them up. I can either send them together, or I can go in their stead. What will I lose? So basically the 2 options are they can stay together here, or they can stay together on the surface. I'm feeling sacrificial. Let's go ourselves. The spinster considers you thoughtfully for a long moment, then turns to look at her fiancé, now clinging to her arm. She nods. Keep to the shadows. I doubt it'll be enough, but she shrugs and hands you the hat box. You'll be met at the lake and get further directions there. Goodbye, my lady, and thank you. The couple walk away down the dock. The lady in lilac watches them go. The spinster knows me well, not that she can remember. The chest piece is my handiwork. She takes the hat box and checks the contents. Pretty. I've been sent a replacement already. She holds up a hand. Please don't tell me what those mean. I have an obligation I must fulfill. I don't want guilt I cannot absolve. For the first time in the conversation, he meets your eyes. There was something important, someone you met. You gave a message from the captivating princess to you? No, it's gone. Ah, how very bizarre. The ship's whistle blows twice. Your vessel is already some distance out on the undersea. The lights of the Cumaean Canal grow dim. The ship offloaded the rest of its cargo at Sympathy's Point. Now it travels light and fast. You will soon be back in London. We can stand at the rail while the ship docks. The sailors shout friendly insults while they prepare coils of rope. They already plan which pubs to frequent, and where exactly they'll be losing their pay at cards. The ship on which you travelled is to deliver goods to a staging point in the Cumaean Canal. You were travelling with a couple of messengers who must have taken another vessel onward. The trip from the canal to London is not a short one, and yet the time has passed in moments. There is a gap. The dance is out of thought whenever you try to probe it. You are, at least, safely home. Apparently, the onset of Holomus has come in here. Well, might as well make it part of the video. Fog draws in from the sea, covering Wolfstack in gloom. Gas lamps flicker in the street, their light strained in the dreary air. Wise Londoners draw their curtains close and bank their fires. Holomus is here. Holomus, when Londoners wear masks to engage in licentious activity. Holomus, when tatterdemillion attendants stalk the streets. Holomus, when it's safest to travel in company. Yet you are walking alone, and looking around, you are not the only one. Okay, so there's two. We can fall in with the winsome, dispossessed urchin. He looks a little lost, but his expression is brave. He produces a set of fetching and obviously stolen gloves, much too large, to keep the chill off his hands. Or we can get the malevolent monkey. Where could it have escaped from? It chatters angrily, and its teeth are bared in a scowl, but from its nervous glances into the fog, it might be putting on a brave face. Do I want a child or a monkey? I've got to take the monkey, haven't I? The monkey does not acknowledge your presence as you approach. If some fruit from your pocket happens to roll its way, why, no one could fault it for taking a few bites. Likewise, if a warm-bodied human happened to be close by as the fog began to chill, small, furry paws, why, it's only natural that a monkey would choose to climb. You stroll on, stopping only occasionally to adjust your new companion on your shoulders. Wonderful. I've got a monkey. Okay. Right. Here it is. Say it with flowers. A royal visitor. There's a thumping on your front door. It will not be ignored. A footman dressed in a sombre uniform of the palace stands on your step. He gives a deep bow as the captivating princess sweeps inside. She makes a disgusted noise, like a cat coughing up hair. I cannot understand why you live here. I should not have to see such things. Her focus sharpens. Her smile has the innocence of a raptor. Well, what then? Where are my messengers? Answer her the best you can. You journeyed with the illustrated spinster and Mary on a ship. You got as far as Sympathy's Point, and then that's all you know. They must have gone to the surface. The captivating princess holds your chin in her sharp-nailed hand. She stares intently at your face. You are reflected in her cornflower blue eyes, your face tiny in the mirror of her pupils. I believe you. And with that, you are dismissed. It is a moment before the princess realizes that this is your house, and that it is she who must leave. This place is repellent. Move somewhere nicer. And she is gone. The footman didn't even shut the front door. You reported what happened as best as you could. The consequences of the message. Society's feasting on the latest gossip about the royal family. Ordinarily, prim matrons would put a stop to such a thing, believing that the Empress's children should be accorded privacy. But even they, after a couple of glasses of sherry, cannot resist surmising over the cause of the latest squabble. Listen to a couple of tipsy dowagers. They seem to believe that they are whispering. Heaven forbid you ever hear them bellow. For weeks, the princess has been sweeping around London in a state of glee. She has been hinting all sorts of dire things, going so far as to suggest that her eldest sister might be coming to the Neath to conduct a feud in person. Only yesterday did she accept that this was not the case. She took the news the same way she does any that doesn't suit her, smashing ornaments, screaming at weeping servants, and finally disappearing into a honey den. She is expected to emerge at some point. There has been no comment on the goings-on from the royal household. One servant reported feeling that a deep smugness seemed to have come from the chambers of the brooding captain, but he was swiftly fired for unreliability. A small delivery, a scratching at your door, accompanied by some high-pitched swearing, indicates that the post rat is here. You couldn't install a doorbell at the right height, could you? Everything's blooming human-sized. It causes me no end of effort. The rat pats a box, almost as big as it is. This is for you. I'd appreciate you taking it so as I can be on my way. It's tied with a neat silk ribbon. The postmark is a London one. There is a brief note in a familiar, ornate yet scrawling handwriting. On the behalf of my loyal servant, thank you. The final messenger was successful. I cannot know how much you recall of your adventures, but perhaps you will be reassured to hear your companions did not continue upwards. And that's it, but for a dried, yellow rose. You've completed the exceptional story. Say it with flowers. A night whisper, doesn't that sound terrifying? And that's the end of the exceptional story. I very much enjoyed that. I know I always say it, but that one, I rank that very highly out of all of the other ones. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, let me know what you think. Your comments are greatly appreciated. And as always, see you next time.